What carrot variety grows the biggest? Which one grows the fastest? And which one tastes the best? Well, those were all questions that I had. So last year, I grew every carrot variety that I could. And in today's video, I'm gonna share all those results with you, including my first blind taste test. So to provide some context, last spring, I took one of my raised beds on my front slope and broke it into 5 2-foot sections. Then, in each of those sections, I planted a different carrot variety. And for each environment, I'm using my spacing tile to plant 13 carrots per square foot. And each of those divots, I'm planting 3 seeds to ensure each divot germinates, and we'll thin them out later on. For environment 1, I chose Resistifly as it's the variety I've gotten the best results with in the past. For environments 2 and 3, I went with Scarlet Nantes and Neptune, as these are 2 of the most classic varieties and are always mentioned as favorites amongst gardeners. Then, to spice things up, for environment 4, I went with Deep Purple. And lastly, for environment 5, I planted the White Satin variety. I don't know much about it, but maybe it'll become my new favorite. And once all the seeds are planted, I covered them with 1/2 inch or 1 centimeter of worm castings. And lastly, there was a ton of sun and heat in the forecast, and carrots take quite a while to germinate. So I covered the entire bed with cardboard. My hope was that this would block the sun and decrease evaporation, making it even easier for them to germinate. Speaking of, let's now fast forward for our first update. All right, so it has been about a month since we kicked this experiment off, and everything has germinated extremely well. I had really fast germination on these, probably 6 or 7 days. I already saw them poking through the surface, and since then they've filled out really nicely, put on a ton of beautiful growth. So that being said, all that I'm going to do right now is just thin them down to 1 carrot per divot. So recall, when we started the seeds, we put 3 seeds into each one of those divots that we planted to ensure that we get really nice thick germination like we see here. But now we want to thin them down to 1 in each of those environments so they don't tangle with one another, wrap each other up, anything along those lines. All right, those are all thinned out. I probably planted a little bit too densely, but I wanted to make sure that I had tons of seedlings in this experiment. So we've successfully accomplished that. So where do things go from here? Well, I want the next update to be our first little harvest and kind of like an early season harvest to see how each of them are doing. Let's fast forward for our next update. All right, take a look at this. And I was just going through the footage, and it is actually exactly 60 days since we planted these carrots in the ground. And they are doing phenomenally well. I am super, super happy with where they're at for only being 60 days in. And so what I want to do now is actually harvest the very first row of carrots to see if any of them have put on enough growth to kind of make it worthwhile to harvest them as an early season crop. All right, so I've got all the varieties right here. Let's quickly go through them one by one just to make a couple of observations before we fast forward to our final harvest update. So getting started with the Resistifly, again, this has been my favorite variety in the past. I'm really happy with where they're at, how they're looking. I think this is gonna be a really, really solid crop of carrots. Now, moving on to environment number 2, these are our Scarlet Nantes. And what stands out to me about this one is that some of these are certainly larger than the Resistifly, but also some of them are a lot smaller. So for whatever reason, we're seeing a lot more variance in this variety than in the Resistifly. Moving on to environment number 3, this is incredible. These are growing so well. This is the Neptune variety. And when I look at them compared to the Resistifly, I'd say that they're like 30 to 40% bigger than the Resistifly already. So I'm really, really intrigued and interested to see how these are gonna fill in over the course of the final 30 to 40 days of this experiment. Now, moving along from there on to our Deep Purple, and this has been like the big surprise carrot, I would say, from this first pull. Some of them are already even bigger than the Neptune variety. Across the board, they're definitely bigger than the Resistifly variety. And they're all growing in a very consistent, uniform manner. So I'm really, really excited about that crop. And it might be a carrot that I start kind of like working into the mix to have a little bit of variety beyond just having orange carrots
that could be one that I start adding into the mix. And lastly, our fifth variety here is the white satin variety. And what's really interesting to me about these ones is that they're so long and slender right now. So they don't nearly have the same mass as any of the other varieties, but you look at how long the taproot is on those ones, and it's easily the longest out of the 5. So I don't know exactly what that means just yet, but we're gonna get some more answers on that over the course of the next 30 to 40 days. So with that being said, let's fast forward now to our final update to see not only which ones grow biggest and best, but also the flavor difference on each of these different carrots.
All right, take a look at this. It's now October 20th and we have made it to the end of the season. The garden is looking a little bit rough for the wear, just with it being the end of the season, but it is time for not only our final harvest of all the carrots here, but also our taste test. So to begin diving in, let's start harvesting. All right, so I've got the carrots all cleaned up now and it's time for the final weigh-in. And as I was cleaning up the carrots, I definitely was a little bit deflated just in terms of the harvest, the yield, and what I was hoping for. But two things. First, that's just part of gardening. You know, I'm growing in a new area, new bed, new variables that even though I was feeling really good about my carrot growing game, clearly still some things to learn. And the second part is because I approach it from an experimental perspective, I've still got learnings and takeaways that I'm going to be able to apply into the next season. So rather than feeling like complete defeat in terms of, oh, it's not the harvest or yield that I was hoping for, I've got new learnings that I'm gonna be able to apply, test out next year, and hopefully continue to get better and better harvests. And I'll touch on all of those in a future video. Let's get started with the Resistifly variety. And just before I pop them on the scale, I counted out the 30 biggest carrots in each environment, and all the really teeny tiny ones that were growing at the very back, I just left those to the side so that we can be even across the board. So 30 Resistifly carrots onto the scale comes out to 1,261 grams. All right, let's pop these off. And again, part of what's so cool about this is that even though this isn't the harvest that I was hoping for, I'm still able to get some insight on how each variety grew because every variable was the exact same. Moving on, Scarlet Nantes, still don't know if I'm pronouncing that properly, comes out to 1,166 grams. All right, so let's pop those over to the side. Now the next variety is one that will absolutely be in my carrot rotation moving forward, and that is the Neptune variety. I love the way that these look, and I'm really excited to continue experimenting, playing around with them to get them even larger. Onto the scale we go, and those come out to 1,133 grams. So very similar across the board so far. Let's move on to the deep purple variety. And I think this is one that I'll also keep in the rotation just to have a little bit of kind of like variation or variance from just having orange carrots. So really happy with how these grew. And that comes out to 869 grams. So some are definitely on the smaller side, but also some that have grown really, really well. And last but not least, the white satin variety. I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep these ones in the rotation. It's really gonna come down to the taste test with these ones to see if I continue to grow them. So let's pop them on here, and that comes out to 672 grams. Now the last thing that I wanna do in this video is something I've never done before, and that is a blind taste test of these varieties to see which one I like the most. Let's head inside. Now, just before we get to that taste test, one thing that I want you to know about me is that there's legitimately nothing I love more than helping people get their absolute best harvest ever and really just like experience the joy that comes with harvesting and enjoying tomatoes or harvesting a whole bunch of potatoes, carrots, garlic, etc. And so if you've been feeling a little bit frustrated or overwhelmed by the whole gardening process and not getting the results that you're hoping for, then I would love to help change that this upcoming year and invite you to my online gardening club, Grounded.
As a member, I'm gonna be supporting you every single step of the way to make sure that this is your absolute best gardening season ever. And I know that that will end up being the case for you because I've seen it with so many past members over the last 2 years. So if you wanna bring your dream garden to life this year, then head to the link in the description of this video or scan the QR code on your screen to learn more about my online gardening club Grounded and how to join. Now, let's get to the final taste test. Okay, it is time for the taste test. And yes, it is going to be a blind taste test, which is why I've got this right here. So check this out. What I've just done is taken each of the different varieties and then sliced a little piece off of each of them. And I tried to keep all of them almost the exact same size, so I'll have no idea which one it might be based off of any factor whatsoever. Blindfold going on. I'll see you guys on the other side. Okay, so I'm gonna give these a really good shake. First one up. Time to give it a try. Dang, that's good. That's like super just fresh and has like a very bright flavor to it. Whatever this first one was, I like it. Okay, number 2, only one slice. Everybody knows the rules. All right, number 2. Whoa, it's definitely tougher. I don't like the flavor of this one as much. The flavor's not bad, it's just not as kind of like, I don't know, almost like punchy as the first one. The first one just has like that really distinct, nice carrot taste. On to our third one, here we go. Better than number 2. Pretty similar to number 1, I would say. I still like number 1 the most though. Let's move on to number 4 here. You can already tell by the reaction. It's not quite as good. The flavor on that was a little bit bitter and not sour, but it doesn't have like that sweetness to it that sometimes a carrot does. Last one for this whole stinking experiment. Holy moly, just realized that. Okay, here it is. Whoa, that one has a bit of a different flavor. I like that. It's almost like a little bit more lemony. That one's good too. Okay, I'm going with number 1 and whatever that last one was there. All right, let's reveal. I wanna see what I chose here. Scarlet Nantes and Resistify. Super interesting. So the deep purple, white satin, neither of those two registered. The Neptune also, I guess, didn't really hit for my palate. I was planning originally to do more Neptunes this upcoming year, but given that the Scarlet Nantes tasted so good and they did put on some pretty good size, I might actually end up trying these ones instead of the Neptune ones next year. But let me know what you think, what varieties you love to grow, which ones you love most from a flavor perspective, and if there are any other ones that I should be trying next year. So that's everything for this experiment video. If you enjoyed it, then go ahead and give it a like. That massively helps me out. And subscribe to the channel here if you want to see more experiment videos, because there's already hundreds on the channel and there's even more coming out over the next little bit. So that's all for today here, folks. I'll catch you in the next video. See you then.